We have a previews to talk about, and it has nothing to do with Miles Morales. Let's get into it. Another week, another list. Gem Mint in the house.
It's your boy Gem Mint. It's your boy Gem Mint. It's your boy Gem Mint. It's your boy Gem Mint.
Hit the like, slap the subscribe button. We're here for the Comic Fam every week talking about the runners up list. There's a lot of record-breaking sales in the marketplace, and this is where we discuss them, but there's not enough to have them land on the Hot 10 we do every week.
I know this is some of you guys' favorite video because these can be the one-off crazy sales. Doesn't have to meet a requirement to get the other Hot 10 list. This is just the bangers. Starting with number 10, it's a previews. It's not Miles. It's Previews 370 from 2019, and it's the first preview of Something is Killing the Children.
There's an interior image of panels from issue 1 in this previews catalog. This is what you would have used to order your comics, you know, the solicitations, if you would. But there is one very intriguing part of this previews that makes it kind of stand out from the rest. The order form located on the inside is actually the cover of Something is Killing the Children issue 1. We have not seen a 9.8 sell publicly, and one came to market this last week and it sold for $325. How does that make you feel, considering that 9.8s of Something is Killing the Children is right around $1,000 comic book?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. The 9.8's around 1K, 325. I'm cool with that price. It's a cool collectible if you've already secured that issue 1.
I gotta hear what the community thinks about this comic book collectible. It's a little polarizing in the marketplace.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Maybe not. At the list at number 9, we have Fantastic Four 47 debuting in 1966. We have a repeat offender on the runners-up list.
We're talking about the first appearance of Black Bolt's bro, Maximus the Mad, another Inhuman, and there's speculation surrounding Inhumans. I mean, we got a little teaser of Black Bolt, so he's technically in the MCU multiverse. Is there a universe where his brother becomes king? Does it somehow get tied in with Secret Wars? Who knows?
Multiverse spec, second appearance of Black Bolt. There's even a mention of Galactus for the first time in a teaser for Fantastic Four 48.
So you're saying it's a previews book?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to hear it in the comment section today. We have a 3.0 going for $25 back in 2020, selling for $59 this past week. It's an increase of 136%. Doesn't sound like a huge number, but clearly members are looking and hunting for this book. August 14th, there was a $238 sale for an 8.5.
Yeah, not to mention, this was on the runners-up list last week, so both of those sales happened since then.
Now, this list of 10 is sourced from a much larger list of over 30, sometimes 40, 50 books. It depends on the week. It's called the Runners Up list on Key Collector Comics, the best comic app in existence to learn about funny books, catalog your comic books, learn about the rapidly moving marketplace and which key comic books are worth your attention with the various news that gets updated on a daily basis on the app. Utilize that code to support the show. And at the list at number 8, Detective Comics 300, we have the first appearance of the Polka Dot Man, my personal favorite anti-hero villain from the Suicide Squad James Gunn movie.
No, definitely a standout character from that movie, fighting against his mom, the crazy polka dot stuff, and it's probably because we're hearing that DC is overhauling everything. But James Gunn's little section of that universe seems to be safe. Maybe he'll utilize the character again. I mean, he died in the movie. Does he have a polka dot son? Who knows?
David Dastmalchian absolutely killed the role. And whether we see a prequel, it's possible. James Gunn likes to keep his actors and actresses very close. You know, he hires his friends and likes to give them more jobs. I think it's pretty damn cool. However, if that doesn't take place, I think this sale right here is a sign of how much this character was beloved. He definitely became my favorite on screen.
It'd be a shame not to see more of them. A CGC 4.0 sold for $224 back in July. It's up 56%, selling now for $350.
Take a look at this 5.5 back in January of this year, hitting $580. 7 months later, an increase of 12%. In August, selling for $650. Clearly, the character resonated with a lot of members in the comic book community. At the list at number 7, Incredible Hulk 105. We have the missing link to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be utilizing the missing link anytime soon. I mean, maybe. I'm not going to count them out, but I think it's more for that classic cover. It's iconic, and it was homaged by Al Ewing for Immortal Hulk issue 1.
We have an 8.0 going for $240 back in November, up 67%, selling for $400 this week. It's a record breaker.
Now, although we had a record breaker, we had a CGC 4.5 that went in the opposite direction. It sold for $100 in the comic boom, so maybe that's why. We have a 32% decrease, selling now for $68, but we're talking about a 4.5 and low dollar to begin with.
And now moving on to number 6 on the list, Tales to Astonish, number 48. This is a pricey book. I mean, it sells for $525 high average sales. It's an old book debuting in 1963, and it's a weird as hell character. We have the first appearance of the villain, the Porcupine, inspired costume by the classic animal known as the porcupine.
As ridiculous as it sounds, Key Collector did send out a key alert in May of 2022 announcing the rumor of the Porcupine, and then boom, August of 2022, confirmed.
That's right. In the teaser and in show, we actually saw a handful of weird, more no-name villains. I mean, I'm getting Suicide Squad vibes all over this list. El Aguila, Man-Bull, the Magician were all in it, and indeed, we saw the Porcupine. We have a 3.0 that sold for $75 in 2019, selling for $139 this past week. That's an increase of 85%.
Now, we usually only talk about one sale per book on the runners-up, but there was a 7.5 we got to highlight. It sold for $825 back in January of this year, up 21%, selling for $995.
So many She-Hulk books spiking. We were just chatting about El Aguila making the list last trending video. And we have another comic book that we foreshadowed last week, making its way to the runners-up list. At the list at number 5, Pirates of the Caribbean issue number 1, debuted in 2016. This is based on a ride, also based on a movie. And weeks ago, I think it was at like San Diego Comic-Con, we were talking about the Haunted Mansion getting greenlit. And then this past weekend, there was another.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad issue 1. Yeah, the second ride turn movie that we talked about. And in that video, we mentioned they're trying to capture the magic of Pirates of the Caribbean. And then boom, showing up on the list this week.
A 9.8 record was $57 back in 2021, up 382%, now selling for $275. This is gonna break $300, and considering how large of a franchise Pirates of the Caribbean is, I think it's justified.
Now, it has that low 9.8, but keep in mind, it's not the first appearance of Jack Sparrow in comics. He actually showed up in the Disney Adventures Digest magazine, but it still seems like that was a great pickup.
If you enjoy what we do, hit the link in the description. Join the September mystery mail call. I was just showing Jem the foils that I printed. Only 120 of them. John Boy Myers wraparound cover on Invincible number 1. Going out at random, but it's 1 per box. You're going to get a version of this cover in September, guaranteed.
You'll be happy to get either one, but congratulations to anyone who gets that foil.
Join the community, ComicTom101.com. Support the show and give me an excuse to send you comics every single month. At the list at number 4, Submariner number 8, a black cover that's notoriously difficult to secure in high grade, debuting in 1968. A trend that we have seen take place over the last 8 months. Classic hero versus hero or hero versus villain covers.
Yeah, when we first started these videos, it was a lot of first appearance stuff, but you're right. Now we're seeing new trends. We're seeing scenes recreated from panels. We're seeing battles. And this one has a battle between Submariner, Namor, who we already have seen in the trailer for Black Panther, and we know Fantastic Four is coming, so it's inevitable that these two are going to clash.
And we have years to spec on because we know Fantastic Four isn't slated till Phase 6. I digress. We have the 4th appearance of Vision, a classic battle and an iconic cover by John Buscema. A 9.0 selling for $230 back in 2019 was outdone. A record shattered, an increase of 174%, selling for $630. Hot damn.
Huge increase, but we also have a record-breaking sale for the 9.2. It sold for $731 in 2021, up now 40%, selling for $1,020, breaking that 4-figure mark.
Now, I need to be real with the comic fam. I don't think I'm contagious, but I did catch some FOMO at Emerald City Comic Con, and it was in the form of Wonder Man. At the list at number 3, Avengers number 9, debuting in 1964, the first appearance and death of Wonder Man, who will later be resurrected.
Now, the Wonder Man spec really started with WandaVision when we got that little glimpse of the Grim Reaper, his brother, like between the floorboards, and then we got the announcement. Wonder Man getting his own series directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, the same director who directed Shang-Chi.
He's also slated to take on the Kang Dynasty movie, which means that Marvel's investing in him, and I think it's for good reason. We have a 9.0 selling for $3,600. Just this past June. And oh, the gains, an increase of 43%, breaking the $5,000 marker, selling for $5,157.
Now, Tom, we talk about record-breaking sales, but there are still deals to be had. A CGC 4.0 sold for $485 back in June. This most recent sale is a 10% decrease, selling for $437.
I think that is a great deal. Someone got some savings with the sale of the 9.0 taking place this past week. The trickle-down effect is imminent.
It's coming just like number 2 on our list. We have Fantastic Four, issue 18, one of my favorite Fantastic Four covers and characters because it's the first appearance of Kl'rt, the Super-Skrull.
Easily the most recognizable Skrull in the Marvel Universe, utilizing all the Fantastic Four's powers in the most strange and epic way as possible. I really want to see this abomination on screen, and I think the comic fam really does too. It's the second team appearance of the Skrulls, and a 9.4 hit the marketplace, and we have not seen this high of a grade in some time hit the marketplace.
And it's been a slow burn. We didn't even get a name drop in Captain Marvel, but
what the heck, man?
Secret Invasion is coming, and we're pretty sure Kl'rt is. That CGC 9.4 sold for $12,600 back in 2010. It's been 12 years, y'all, and it's got a 24% increase, selling for $15,600.
I want to know what the community thinks in the comment section below. Who do you want to see in the MCU? You know, I'm still crossing my fingers for the Puppet Master, but I know it's probably not going to happen. Let me know what helps you to win this Omni-Man variant of issue number 1 of Invincible. And at the list at number 1, hit the like and subscribe button. We're here for the comic fam every single week, damn it. Gem flew up, comic fam.
It's your boy Gem Mint. It's your boy Gem Mint.
At the list at number 1, Ultimate Fallout 4, the newsstand.
Now, what's crazy is Tom just gave away a copy of Ultimate Fallout 4, the first appearance of Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man, at Emerald City Comic Con. Now, it wasn't a newsstand, but it was a first print direct market copy. And you know, we're pretty sure that Miles Morales is going to show up in the MCU sooner or later. I mean, we got Secret Wars coming. He's got to pull that cheeseburger out of his pocket to give it to Jamie Madrox. We have a CGC 9.4 to report on.
UF4, Ultimate Fallout 4, has become the gold standard, the modern day blue chip book. This is the book that everyone compares new modern keys and old to because of the heights it's reached. And a newsstand version of said book makes up for under 5% of the print run. And when we're talking about high grade copies, we're talking under 1%. A 9.4 sold for $11.50 back in June of a newsstand edition. This past week, we saw an increase of 665%, selling for $8,800. Hot damn. And Jem, why don't you hit them with what we think is an amazing opportunity right now?
Yeah, this is the time to buy. Maybe not the newsstand. That's getting a little bit pricey, and I think a lot of that has to do with the 9.8 newsstand and the heights that we've seen with that. But a CGC 9.8 direct market edition is down, and I think it's a great time to buy. So the most recent 2 sales for a 9.8 were $2,276, and then after that, a sale for $2,155, trending down.
This book has reached heights of $4,500. That means it's selling for 50% since the comic boom. Will it stay down? I don't think so. $2K for a 9.8 Miles Morales sounds good in my book. I was thinking this book was hitting around $3,000 all year long. Seeing $2K sales makes me want to start specking on this book now.
I'm a buyer at $2K.
Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think we're wrong? Or do you think that Miles Morales, when we get any type of news, any rumor, is gonna shake the comic industry to its foundation? Like, subscribe, and, as always,
geek responsibly and stay minty fresh.
Enough said. Join myself and this guy.
It's your boy Gem Mint.
Every single Wednesday for Whatnot Wednesday. We take over the entire day. We bring all of our homies, and we do dollar start auctions that last as little as 15 seconds long. We break out the giveaways, we do exclusive drops, and so much more. It's a fun time. We'll see you Wednesday, and have a great week.